I found out my daughter wasn't texting her study group, but was secretly helping convict her own father. The messages I discovered made me question everything about my 14-year marriage. Emma had always been Daddy's little girl every night at dinner. She'd saved the seat next to her for him even when he worked late, which was often these days, too often. 3 weeks ago, Emma started acting, strange secretive phone calls, digging texts, lying about where she was after school, capactum teenage rebellion, I thought, until I checked our phone bill and saw hundreds of messages to a number I didn't recognize. My mind went to the worst places: drugs and older boyfriend. I decided to check her phone while she showered. What I found was worse than anything I'd imagined. The contact was saved as bio study group, but the messages weren't about biology. They were about my husband. He came home at 11:47 last night. Blue tie smelled like her perfume again. Took $400 from mom's emergency fund, but her the car needed repairs. License plate of the woman who picked him up. RMX negative 8K2. My hands shook as I scrolled through weeks of surveillance notes. Times, dates, descriptions, photos of receipts, even voice recordings of phone calls. My 16-year-old daughter had been building a case against her father. Meeting with the lawyer tomorrow, don't tell mom yet. I confronted Emma that night after David fell asleep. She didn't deny anything. Instead, she pulled out a folder from under her bed, bank statement showing money transfers to someone named Miranda, hotel receipts, screenshots of dating profiles using his middle name. I started noticing things 6 months ago, she said, her voice eerily calm. The way he'd panic when you touched his phone, how his gym bag never had sweaty clothes. I thought I was paranoid until I followed him one day. You followed your father? He wasn't at any client dinner. He was at Miranda's apartment. She's 24, mom, works at his firm. The room spun my daughter, the child I'd raised to trust and love unconditionally, had spent months documenting her father's betrayal instead of coming to me. Why didn't you tell me? Because you would have confronted him without proof. He would have denied it, promised to change. You would have believed him. Her eyes were cold, older than they should be. I needed evidence. Real evidence, the kind that holds up in court. She was right. I would have wanted to believe him, to save our marriage, to protect our family. But Emma hadn't been protecting our family. She'd been preparing to destroy it. The next morning, I met with the lawyer Emma had contacted. She'd been feeding him information for weeks through a friend's mother. Everything was admissible. Everything was damning. David broke down when served with divorce papers at his office, in front of Miranda, in front of everyone. He called Emma crying, begging her to talk to me, to make this stop. I am sorry, Dad, she said, putting him on speaker so I could hear. But you made your choice, over and over, for months. Now we're making ours. She hung up and looked at me. No tears, no emotion, just a teenage girl who learned too young that sometimes the people who are supposed to protect you are the ones you need protection from. The divorce was finalized last month. Emma still won't talk about feelings, only facts. She says she's fine, but I hear her crying at night when she thinks I'm asleep. I got the house custody and financial security thanks to my daughter's meticulous documentation, but I lost something too. The innocent girl who used to save a seat for her daddy. Now she saves Spart instead. Sometimes I wonder if I failed her by not seeing what she saw other times. I wonder if she failed herself by seeing too much.